Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Survival Challenge. You'll notice that since the last time I saw you, I have installed a yard of sorts. It's pretty small, but I think it suits our purposes right now. It gives us a place to kind of park all of our equipment, and it also gave me a place to put in a tent so that I could sleep and get us to September. So it's first thing in the morning in September, and what we're going to do right now is get this grass mowed. The sooner we get it mowed, the sooner we can put it in a silo. So I'm going to get it mowed first, and then we're going to install our silo and get to work. Well, we got all the grass mowed. That was a bigger job than I thought it was going to be, but we got it all done, and we still have a bunch of land over here that we haven't cleared. So this piece of land is bigger than I actually thought it was, and I think it's going to be great for us in the future. But I think instead of trying to drive down every one of these swaths that the mower made, I think I'm going to go ahead and get a windrower and make some bigger windrows. So let's do that real quick. I'm just going to have that delivered. It won't be that expensive. So let's see. I'm pretty sure that there's a windrower. We'll see if it's in the sale first. It's not. There's no windrowers in the sale. That's all right. We should be able to find one here. And I believe there's one in here that's less than $2,000. Here it is, $1,300. Everything else is considerably more expensive, and we just don't have the money to spend right now. These are, that's 3.4 meters for 59. This one is 6.5 meters for 13. So we're going to go with this for sure. I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday when I was setting up this challenge. This is a traditional survival challenge in that I am not going to do any leases and I'm not going to do any loans. Anything I have to buy. The only exception I'm making on that is if I do a contract. I can borrow equipment for the contract, but only if I don't already own that item. So if I have a harvester, a small harvester with a 6-meter header, I can't borrow the bigger harvester with the 12-meter header. I have to use mine. And I have a feeling that it's going to be, there's not going to be that many contracts that I do before we're very busy with our own fields. I may do a contract or two here in the very near future in order to keep the straw from it. These contracts don't pay much at all. The fields are pretty small. But I would be able to have some straw to put in our silage fermenter. All right, we've got it all windrowed. Now we need to pick some up and get it in a silo. Start making silage. Because if we start making silage, we start making money. Just park that right there. And I didn't really look to see how much damage this had on it. We bought it used, but it should be fine. Whoops. Yeah, it's not terrible. We'll get it repaired at some point. Well, that's not it. What have I done? I have to turn my help menu on. I think it's just the pickup. There we go. We are good to go. So we got about halfway around. That's not bad. All right, so we're going to be expanding this. But I think it's going to need to expand that way because that line back there at the edge of the dirt line there, that's the edge of our property. So we're not going to be able to go much further that way. Yeah, it kind of needs to be right there. Well, now it says I need to unfold it. I think it meant I needed to fold it. But that's okay. Let's see if we can get this stuff out of the way. Because I think right there is where our fermentation silo needs to go. All right, let's get that put in real quick. It is the... if I can find it. There's a lot of those mods. All right, the Hessian Farm mod. We are looking for the fermenter silo, and it's going to go right in here. There it is. And we still have $4,900 left. Not bad. Not bad at all. Well, I don't know what's going on here. It doesn't seem to want to take my grass. All right, more research is required. Well, I worked it out. I've had this problem before. Sometimes implements are just too low to the ground. And that was the problem here. This wasn't high enough to activate the trigger. So I added these decorative manholes and it raised the ground up a bit and raised the ground up a bit in a more controlled way than I could do with landscaping. If you've ever tried to raise the ground with landscaping, it's imprecise at best. So these kind of did it in a very controlled, even way, and now I can dump grass in our silo. So that was worth it. Cost me about $300, but it's all good. We can now get the grass in the silo. So I'm going to continue with that, and I'll bring you back and give you the grand total of how much grass we got out of this field. Well, this is the last load. It's taken us pretty much all day to mow and pick up all this grass, but I think it's going to be worth it. I've honestly lost count of how many times I've emptied this wagon. But we are going to take a look. Oops, it stopped emptying. Dang it. I really like automatic engine start, but it would be nice to be able to jump out and have your wagon continue to unload. All right, here we go. We have 395,497 liters of grass. That's really great. That's going to make us a ton of money, and we're going to be able to buy a plow and a seeder and put in a couple of fields out there. And at some point soon, I think we're also going to be able to buy another field, because it would be nice to have a couple of arable fields so we could grow two different kinds of crops, plus have some grass that we could cut as well. So I'm going to jump in here. I'm going to turn on grass silage here. There we go. And we're going to make silage and we're going to store it. So wow, what a productive day. I am really pleased with what we've gotten done. This field will grow again unless we plow it first, but we could also buy this one. And there's some trees out in the middle, but this could still be a fairly large grass field for us. So that's a goal. But I feel very good about what we accomplished today, and I think this is a good place to end it. If you like this video, I sure would appreciate a thumbs up or a subscription. If you didn't, well, post a comment and tell me why. Either way, thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next time.